Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle P. Welcome, my members. This video is specifically for you guys. Okay, so guys, pick one. The reason why I wanted to make this video specifically for you guys is because I consider my members in this channel as directors of the channel. So you guys are basically directors of the Uncle P's podcast. You guys really ensure that this channel keeps going. Guys, it's not easy being a content creator. We're not making that much money. You know, I mean, this month alone, I haven't even made anywhere close to 1,000 rand. Well, I mean, 1,005. I only got to 1,200, I think, yesterday. So that basically means the month of, we are in April going to May, I'm not going to get paid. I'm only going to get paid June, because I missed the deadline of making 1,000 rand, which is you have to make 1,000 rand within 21 days to get the money. So I really appreciate your guys' donations. It doesn't matter whether it's 14 rand, 70 rand, 34 rand. I've got some donors that do donate into the bank account. Guys, I just want to say that donating into the bank account and obviously sending money directly is easier, because YouTube then doesn't deduct money. When you do super thanks and all that, YouTube deducts almost up to 60%. We end up accepting it because there's not really much we can do. We can't really force people to use the bank accounts because it becomes a bit weird talking about money on the channel. But it does help the channel. It takes a lot of work to edit the videos. That's why this video will have absolutely no edits, because I'm talking to you, my members. This is not about gimmicks. It's not about anything. It's about us talking directly about the situation that is at hand. So, guys, a lot of people have been asking me to talk about the whole Cwecwe story. They've been asking me to put the Cwecwe story out there. And I started investigating the whole story, and I started paying very close attention to the story of Cwecwe. And I started seeing some discrepancies that got me concerned. And that's the reason why I didn't want to promote it anymore. So when the Cwecwe story started, it was basically a 7-year-old girl got raped at school, and it was by a white principal, and that white principal was refusing to give his DNA. And we were all fighting that this guy needs to give his DNA. Why is he refusing to give his DNA? And then boom, 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 bam, guy gives his DNA. Then it comes out that the Minister of Sports, the Minister of Police lied about him giving his DNA. Why would they lie? You know? Why would they lie about it? So I then started to look into the whole story and listen to the interview the mother was saying. So there's a couple of things that I picked up that I thought that needed to be focused. And why? So one of my accusations is that the mother should be arrested for negligence or arrested for fraud. So why am I saying this? So I am under the assumption, the reason why we only heard the Cwecwe story 5 months later is maybe because the mother was being paid. Okay, now work with me here. Let's assume this. This is all assumptions, not facts. Let's assume, because remember when there's a video of the lady saying that Cwecwe was tested, it was found that Cwecwe was not the first time that she was raped. It was the second time that she was raped before. So let's just, she was raped before. It might have been even more times. So let's assume it was the second time. So she was raped before. What happened the first time? Why was that never reported? Why hasn't the mother spoken about the first time? Because the mother is only talking about that day. So my assumption then started going, what if Cwecwe was raped the first time, mother found out, principal was about to get into shit? Because remember the lady, the cleaner lady who was talking in Vernac, she was saying that there were more than 4 cases and they were all paid off and hidden. What if the DNAs and everything and all evidences were thrown out and Cwecwe's mother was paid for her silence? The issue is her child got raped for the second time. And this time now, maybe she wanted more money. Maybe she wanted more money. And they were not budging, so she decided, screw you guys. Now, some of you may ask, but Uncle P, if that's the case, they can expose her for taking a bribe. No, they can't. Because if they expose her for taking a bribe, they've created an environment where whatever Cwecwe's mother says is true. Because if you admit that you bribed her for the first rape, or the second, or she was demanding more money, that means you are also admitting whatever she's saying is true, which they cannot do. So right now, the question is, what is the truth? And the truth, for me, I feel, is deeper than we think. Because Cwecwe's mom, when she speaks about when she was raped herself, guys, go watch that interview. She's very nonchalant about it, very chilled, very demure about it, very... They raped me. I went and reported it. I saw the guy in the car, got the number plate. I told the police. They didn't do anything. I was just like, Now your own child is a victim of rape multiple times. And then videos of this guy, the guy who did a Cwecwe mother story, is now doing collections, donations. And there's a lot of people on social media collecting money for her. What's the money for? Because she doesn't need a lawyer. Even if they gave her a state lawyer who you guys are claiming are too busy. What is currently being done does not require a lawyer. And okay, let's assume that it does require a lawyer and we save up all this money for her. Why are we shutting down schools then? Specifically just for Cwecwe. What about Jocelyn? What about all the other girls? Why is Cwecwe's story specifically so special? And do you see now all of a sudden the story is beginning to die down? You know why it's beginning to die down? It's because people are beginning to also think exactly the same way I'm thinking. Now, one thing that is very important is that there is a child that was raped. That one we cannot move away from that factor. My problem is, why is everything being overshadowed by everything else? Where am I going with this? There's a syndicate, just like your puff daddies. I said it on the video that is not trending because they don't want to put the information out there. Just like Puff Daddy, R. Kelly, just like all these things here, guys. These are big people with a lot of money. They can silence the media. If you go to the channel right now, you look at the recent video about Cwecwe, where I said hashtag justice for Cwecwe. It's not being shown to people. Some people don't even know that that video is there. I've realized how the algorithm worked. This is the reason why I chose that this video, I must give it to the members first. Because what I'm realizing is, if your narrative pushes the agenda, they push the video. So I don't want to put a narrative out there that is wrong, and then they push the video and the people start believing it. And then I'm the one who pushed that narrative down. Because there's a lot of questions we have to ask, guys. Cwecwe is 7 years old. When she came home, who received her? Who changed their clothes? Who washed their clothes? She's a child. How is it that we are believing that a 7-year-old child was raped and drugged, given substance, and she was able to walk from the classroom to the transport, from the transport, she was sitting there. Now, parents, South African parents, many of you take your children to use transportations. There's many other children there. Did they not see the condition Cwecwe was in? So let's assume they didn't care because children are very busy after school. And they didn't pay attention to her. When she dropped off the car and walked to her doorstep, what condition was she in? Now, I want to ask, if any of my members here, God forbid, you were ever raped, as an adult especially, or rather yet, let's ask adults who were raped and substances were used on them, how their bodies felt. Now imagine a 7-year-old. There is no way that that child was in any state to leave the school, to get into the transport, to go home. People knew what happened to that child. They hid what happened to that child because people were paid off. Thank God that that child was not unalived, like the video I just made, the one that is not trending, that video. Otherwise, imagine if she was unalived. The principal, the mother, the father, the driver, the caretaker, all of them should be in prison. They were very negligent with that child's life, and they put her life at risk. Guys, this is where my brain is going with this story. It is wild, but I don't want to just put it out on the channel. There's 5,300 and something, 5,400 and something subscribers. You can't just go and spew things if you don't have facts. And this is not what the channel is about. This is the reason why this video has no edits, no nothing. It's just me talking to you, the directors of the company. Let's talk in the comments. Guys, I'm planning on doing a live stream later on this evening so we can discuss this Twitter story to hear everybody's opinion. Let me know if there's something that you guys are interested in. I can either do it tonight, which is today's Tuesday, the 29th of April. You should be seeing this video in the next, what time is it? It's 1:39. So by 2 p.m. this video should be up. And you guys should be seeing this. If you guys think the live stream is something good, we should interact and discuss these things and hear everybody's narrative, let's do it. If not, then I'll be having a live stream tomorrow night where we'll discuss everything that's happening in the country. I'm your boy Uncle P, as always. Thank you for your support and your love, guys. Your money is really a motivation, so please don't give up on the channel. Do keep donating. You have the bank account. I'm not going to edit this video, so I'm not going to put any gimmicks here, so I don't take time to post it to you guys. So if you guys don't have the bank account, please go to the videos that I do post. I don't want to always put the bank account and everything. It feels a bit weird, but it does really help, because I am a full-time dad and I have a lot of things that I do have to financially cater to, and the content, unfortunately, people don't watch it at full. They just comment according to the captions and a little few snippets here and there. But you, my members, I appreciate your opinions matter. That's the reason this video exists. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.